The whole world wants to know. The whole world is wondering, where in the world is Batman? I'm joking. I want to know, us Chicago Sky fans, women's basketball, WNBA, Angel Reese fans, where in the world is Angel Reese? Okay, of course she was missing in last night's game where we ultimately, the Chicago Sky, we got defeated by the Connecticut Sun, the worst ranked team in the league currently. They're the worst ranked team. And on top of that, we see 3 ejections. And on top of those 3 ejections made from the game, we see Angel Reese on Twitter cackling and kikiing and giggling, talking about if I was there on the court and God just be knowing, not to put me in certain situations. I'm like, okay, but girl, sister girl, Miss Thing, where is you at? And of course, there's some speculation going on saying, like, of course, because she has injured her back, unfortunately, at the tender age of 23, might I add, that she is still going through the rehabilitation process. But people are so anxious to see just when exactly will Angel Reese return in this current 2025 season. Because again, guys, today is what, August 14th. The freaking playoffs is just some weeks away, and we all know, again, we got to have that come to Jesus moment. If you haven't had it yet, come here, come to me. We can have it together. Listen, look at me, look me in my eyes and see that I ain't lying. We're not going into the playoffs, guys. I'm sorry, okay? It's just, I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, this is Angel Reese's sophomore year. This is year 2 for her being in the league. Okay, she's in the W. Last season, we weren't able to see the Chicago Sky make it into the playoffs. And unfortunately, for this current season, we will yet again not make it into the playoffs. Thanks a lot to Jeff Pagliacca, okay? And of course, Tyler Marsh shares some blame as well as the players, okay? That I have to include Angel Reese, okay? Angel Reese shares some of the blame. But it's like, with just the playoffs just a couple of weeks away, will we see Angel Reese make a return? And that's exactly what this article, guys, this is a great article by the Chicago Tribune, is asking, okay? It is titled, Angel Reese is sidelined for a 6th consecutive game. Will the Chicago Sky Star play again this season? Angel Reese will miss a 6th consecutive game Wednesday night for the Chicago Sky, and the All-Star forward is still struggling to return to the court after suffering a lower back injury that could put the remainder of her season in jeopardy. Reese has not been cleared for basketball activity. She did not travel for the road game against the Indiana Fever on Saturday at the advice of the team's medical staff and attended Sky practice Monday at Saks Recreation Center in street clothes. The Sky have not shut Reese down for the season and are operating under the expectation that she will be back, okay? So they're like, you know what, it might take a little bit of a while, but they expect her to return sometime before the playoff season begins. Despite her availability being labeled as day-to-day, however, the forward is not making visible progress toward a return. Reese missed her first game of the season July 16th against Atlanta Dream with a leg injury. That game was the final before the All-Star break, during which the forward participated fully in the All-Star game and other activities in Indianapolis, okay? Of course, they have to know other activities, okay? Not only was she playing in the All-Star game, okay, acting a fool, okay? Again, our team, Team Collier, Team Nafisa Collier, we won the game, okay? We got that dub. But she was also on the Stud Buzz Live podcast. Okay, they live stream on Twitch, taking back shots, dance with the Don Julio bottle on her head. Kikiing and giggling with Paige, Nim, okay, Gina, Nim, Dejanay Carrington, and Nim. Okay, Angel Reese was having a good time. To the point where they said, like, you know what, we turned Indianapolis into Miami. I'm going to skip ahead in this article just to read a little bit of excerpts. It says, the Sky have won only one of the 8 games they have played without Reese this season. Last week's 74-68 victory over the Mystics. Okay, I remember that game. I was shocked. Okay, I was incredibly shocked. It says, who have begun a controlled tank to close the year after trading away Brittany Sykes and Aaliyah Edwards. It says, although the Sky are realistic about their odds of making the playoffs, they also do not benefit from ending the season on a skid. The Minnesota Lynx own the Sky's first round pick in 2026, which means finishing the season in the lottery does not benefit them, and hands another weapon to the team with the best record in the league. Time is the greatest barrier for Reese. The Sky, who at 8-23, they are 8-23, we won 8 games, lost 23, own the second worst record in the WNBA, have only 12 games and 4 weeks remaining. So we got 12 games and 4 weeks. So again, I'm optimistic that we're going to see her return, okay? So we have 4 weeks remaining in this season after Wednesday's home matchup against the Sun, and players typically require several days to ramp back up into game shape after multi-week absences, which means Reese might not be able to play immediately once she is medically cleared for contact. So we have about 4 more weeks, okay, 12 or less games, okay, for the Chicago Sky to maybe participate. Just maybe we'll be able to see and enjoy Angel Reese come back, okay, and play for our Chicago Sky in these upcoming 4 weeks, okay, in any of these games. I cannot wait. But at the same time, we don't want to be selfish and rush her recovery, her healing. and we don't want to risk her coming back, okay, somewhat healed or even possibly all the way healed and be re-injured, okay? So I get that we gotta take it slow. Tyler Marsh keeps on saying like, no, there's no, exact turntable or timetable for her to return, but at the same time, it's breaking our spirits. I'll never forget about 2 weeks ago. It may have been even less than that. It was us. I think it was the July 16th. That was us when we lost the Atlanta Dream game. Okay, she didn't play in that game. I remember that game as well as the game when it was us when we defeated the Washington Mystics. We defeated the Washington Mystics. Okay, it was our home game. Okay, just last week. Like half of the stands of the Wintrust Arena in Chicago was empty. It was empty. It was literally halfway empty. It's like it was like an echo. You could probably hear a pin drop because it was just so many seats that went unfilled. Because again, Angel Reese is a huge star. She's a huge attraction. Okay. Even though like Angel Reese is not there, to me, I'm always follow the Chicago Sky because again, I'm just that invested in that team because she is still a part of the Chicago Sky. She is a skyscraper. So also Camila Cardoso, of course. Thankfully, we still got her. She been cooking up. Okay, we gotta give her flowers. Even though she been getting on my nerves, she's still not that. She doesn't have that beast, that aggressive, that killer instinct. Okay, she's not Ki just yet. Killer Miller. But Camilla, like she's been on like a 8 game streak where she's gotten double doubles. Like Camilla is stepping up and becoming a leader, but I just wish she was more aggressive, more athletic, more agile, and just an overall better efficient player, okay? But I really want to see her succeed in this league, but that's neither here nor there. But with Angel Reese being out, the fans and like the love is just not the same. It don't hit the same. When she was out, when we beat the Washington Mystics, we saw Doechii. Guys, if you don't know, she's a rapper. She's a huge rapper, okay? Black girl from Florida. She has her own fan base. She was there alongside some other celebrity. They were in the stands. And it's like, damn, Angel Reese ain't even in the game to play, show up and show out, and just like really be the face of the Chicago Sky. And it just sucks because, again, like the energy was kind of low. Even last season, I remember when we used to get like some dishes from not just even the Indiana Fever, but just other teams. Like, the whole slogan or catchphrase is "Let's go Sky, let's go Sky." That's what the DJ will yell to the fans of the Chicago Sky Wintrust Arena crowd. It was to the point like it was games when we would get did so bad, nobody was even like chanting that no more. They just was like dead silent because we couldn't believe how we would be getting did like some dishes. It was just like, guys, how can we keep chanting "Let's go Sky"? How about "Go home Sky"? Go home, because that's just how bad we would be getting done last season and this season. The world is missing Batman, okay? The world missing Batman like the WNBA world, the women's basketball world. We missing Angel Reese. As Chicago Sky fans, as the skyscrapers, we are missing Angel Reese. Angel, come home. The kids miss you.